Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. It is Thursday, October 22nd, 8:35 p.m., 5:35 Pacific.
There we
How
go.
you doing, Sal?
I'm good.
All right. So today it's our fourth day in a row. This will be week one out of week two because I believe next weekend. Next week we'll be doing another 5 days straight. So we're working hard here at FieldTalk. Yes. To people on Spotify, hello. To the people here on YouTube, hello. Whenever you're listening to this, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Ohio, as they say in Japan.
Or hello, as they say everywhere.
Yeah, that too. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, Premier League match week 6 preview is what we have on the table. Do you expect another crazy weekend, Sal, or
God, I hope so. God, I hope
you
so.
do?
It's with the games that we have going on. I freaking hope we have the same amount of fuckery we did this past weekend.
So we do have, I believe this is our first game on Friday, which is tomorrow this season, right? We haven't had a game on a Friday. So that leaves Sunday with a game less, and we do finish off with Monday having 2 games as per usual. So yeah, we'll just get into our score predictions, all that good stuff, and then we'll go into our little chats of whatever topics are on the table. Sal will give us the standings once again, even though you might have heard him yesterday. But for those that have no idea, Sal will provide you that information. So Friday, tomorrow, October 25th. This is, by the way, on Peacock. Wait. Actually, speaking of Peacock, good news. I have access to Peacock. So
Is that a free trial, or did NBC contact you
no,
and said, "Hey,
I have a family member that has the hookup.
does he have
So
Charter, Comcast, or whatever the hell that?"
Xfinity or whatever.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So thankfully to my beautiful family, I guess down with the Peacock for the people who don't have it. But I
Look at that.
can't
Look
really
at that.
trash them anymore.
Already walking it back. Already walking the shit
I
back.
can't, but I'm just saying it's good news though. You know what I'm saying? It's good news. I get to, I don't know if I watch tomorrow. Actually, I might actually try it out, see what Peacock's about, see if I like it. And if I don't, then I won't trash them anymore, but I still have access to it.
And to the rest
So
of you who have no access, please drop me a message. My @ is right here on the screen. If you can't see it, it is at FieldTalk Soccer. Drop me a message, drop me a DM, and I'll get you access to whatever game you need. All right, let's go.
So back to the game at hand. It's Aston Villa hosting Leeds United. Bielsa has his hands full with this one. It is the undefeated Villa side. And it's funny because we spoke about the Ross Barkley transfer. Man Bun FC, yeah. Leeds United, aka Man Bun FC. So we spoke about the Ross Barkley transfer. I don't know how many episodes ago, 5 maybe, give or take, something like that. I was in the boat saying he's going to have a better season. He'll have more opportunity, is what he needs at Aston Villa. And so far, he has produced. So he scored the game winner last week, right, against Leicester. He was the one that scored the goal.
Yep.
He has provided an assist and a goal in the Liverpool rout, thrashing the David and Goliath battle there. And he got, I guess, like an article written, not about him per se, but he was mentioned that if Leeds is going to win this game, Bielsa has to figure out how to handle Ross Barkley. So he is being noticed. Now to my prediction: Aston Villa 3, Leeds United 1.
I'm going a little less than that. Villa 2, Leeds 1.
I can see that. But with the boy Ollie Watkins up top, they have some
firepower,
some weapons. Yeah, they have some weapons up top. They have Martinez holding it down with the best save percentage in the league. Are you listening, Arsenal? Best save percentage in the league. It's roughly, I believe, it was 87.5%.
You're not kidding. Yep.
So it's they've massively either struck luck or what's the manager's name for Aston Villa? I read it. Goodness gracious.
I was gonna say Neil Warlock, but it's not fucking.
No. I want to go reach over from my phone, but it's whatever. Either way, Aston Villa is averaging 34.3 touches in the opposition box per 90 minutes compared to last season when they were averaging just 19.1 touches per 90 minutes. So big improvement there. Another reason as to why they're scoring, maybe the main reason why they scored 7 against Liverpool. But that's not the most in the league per 90 minutes. It was Liverpool with 41.1 touches per 90 in the opposition box. So Liverpool still has the handle on that, but Aston Villa is right there, and
Dean Smith
is producing. Dean Smith. So there you go. That boy is doing work, and he has a great team on his hands. And let's see how far he takes it, because so far, so good. And I feel like they're going to stay undefeated. So we move on to Saturday, the early morning game. Do you know what time this game is at?
The Hammers face City at 4:30 a.m. my time, so it's 7:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay, so it is early game. So yes, Moyes versus Pep Guardiola, the Hammers and the Citizens. I'm gonna go. Oh, and this is also on Peacock, by the way. So
yes,
5 games on Peacock this weekend. Aston Villa Leeds is one of them, and the second one so far is the Hammers and the Citizens. I just realized the scroll. My prediction on this game is an upset. I have Moyes winning 2-1.
I am with you on the upset. I'm going 2-1 for David Moyes. I think he knows what he's doing with the Hammers on this one. Pep, I think has lost a step. Pep step. Get it? Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think City has what it takes anymore. We've seen their cracks, and their cracks are starting to show.
I agree with that. And how do you say his name? The striker up top for the Hammers, Michael? Is it still Michael, or is it Michel or Michael? Or
Michael?
So it's just Michael. It's just spelled oddly,
yes.
Unlike every other Michael. Yeah. So Michael Antonio doing work, and I feel like he'll have another good weekend. As to why he is on the thumbnail, if you noticed. So yeah, 2-1. I would assume Just would be on the upset trail with us, but he's not here yet. We'll see him pop up in the comments at some point. Next game we have Fulham hosting Crystal Palace. Fulham, one of 3 winless teams, sitting at the bottom of the table. They continue winless. Crystal Palace 3, Fulham 1.
I am going for wait for it, a Benzie special. We're going 1-1.
So they're not they're not winning per se, but they are getting at least a point out of this game. Why do you feel though they're getting a draw out of this? Crystal Palace, can't play.
I have faith. I have faith in Fulham. I have faith that they can, do something special.
Okay. Is it just like anything against Crystal Palace, or
it's nothing against it, but it's a London bias also. So, hey,
okay. I can agree with that one. Next game we have one of the best games in the Manchester United versus the almighty Chelsea. So yeah, we have Man U hosting Chelsea at the Theatre of Dreams. I have Manchester United 2, Chelsea 3.
I have this as Manchester United 2, Chelsea 0. I think Manchester United are starting to roll. I don't trust the backline. I don't really trust Chelsea's backline, and I don't trust certain center forwards to get back, defend. And by that, I mean Timo and Havertz. They just don't like going back and defending for some strange reason. So there's that. Plus, De Gea went to Miami. So let's go.
Yeah, if De Gea has a day like the night he had it in Paris, then I'm definitely wrong on this prediction. But I don't know. I feel we know we've seen it. Chelsea has the firepower. They don't have the defense or a goalkeeper at that, but we don't really know what Ollie is running with. Like we don't know what his formation is going to be, what his lineup is going to look like. So with those question marks, I just feel like maybe there's a chance for Chelsea. I don't know. I definitely could be wrong, but we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully, we get to see the boy Pulisic out there. It's looking pretty good fitness-wise, so that should be a good boost. Liverpool and Sheffield United are our next game, or should I say the last game for Saturday. This one is also on Peacock, your third game out of the 5 for the weekend on Peacock. Sorry, Blades, but being the other winless team out of 3 in the bottom of the table, you stay winless. Liverpool 3, Sheffield United 1.
Yeah, we're in agreement on that one. 3-1. I just can't see Sheffield United, getting anywhere, and whatever Cinderella story they had last year is just going straight down the toilet this year.
Yeah, it's not the same Sheffield, definitely. They squeaked by last week with a 1-1 draw. I doubt it's going to happen again. And if they do pull off an upset on Liverpool, I'm sorry ahead of time, but I did not see that one coming. So we moved to Sunday, 3 games on Sunday. First game, Southampton hosting Everton. James is out. He hurt himself with a mistimed tackle against Virgil van Dijk. I don't recall that. He played the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure when or where or how, but he won't be there. But they do have Sigurdsson to basically back him up and fall into his role, or not his role, but his I guess his position in the lineup or whatnot. With that being said, Danny Ings is a baller. Hello, Danny Ings. I hope you're doing well. I still see this game a Benzie special 2-2, and that's how I'm going to call it.
I am going to call this a Benzie special as well. 2-2 for both.
Who do you have scoring? This will make it a little bit interesting.
First of all, FieldTalk for Ings. There we go. We support Danny Ings. We go for Danny Ings. So I got Danny Ings scoring. Of course, Calvert-Lewin on the other side. I think Calvert-Lewin is going to go and win this Golden Boot the way he's playing. So just give him the boot at this point. Yeah, it's going to be between him and Son, since for some reason Son is going, but we'll get to that later on.
Yeah. Definitely Calvert-Lewin, definitely the boy Ings. I would like to see a banger from like Allen or Decore. That would be pretty special, pretty cool. And yeah, I was reading that scroll, and I'm like, FieldTalk Forlings. I'm like, wait, what am I reading? But yeah, FieldTalk 4 Ings. Danny, we got you, man. We got you. We doubted you. You proved us wrong. We're on the Danny Ings party bus.
I might have one of your shirts hanging right behind me one of these days. I already ordered it. It's going to be hanging right there until you prove us wrong.
It might take a lot to prove us wrong. He might have to just fail for the rest of the season, to be completely honest. But next game we have Wolverhampton hosting Newcastle United. Newcastle United stumbled quite hard last week, losing in the final minutes to Manchester United, but I feel they bounced back and they beat Wolverhampton 2-1 away. I don't see too much from Wolverhampton. They barely won last week, 1-0. And it's surprisingly that they're even in freaking sixth place as it is right now. But I guess the rest of the table isn't doing so hot either. So
I have a little bit more faith in Wolverhampton. I mean, Portugal B team. So with that being said, I am going for the Benzi special. It's going to be 2-2.
I have more faith in them, but they're going to draw anyway.
They're going to draw anyway.
Nice. So now we come to our last game of Sunday. Fourth game on Peacock out of the 5 for this weekend. It is Arsenal hosting Leicester City at the Emirates. Sal, it's your call. It's your team. What you got?
It is 4th place versus 5th place. The winner moves up to either 2nd or 3rd at this point. So, with that being said, ain't no party like a Jamie Vardy party. I'm going to tell you that right now. Everybody will agree with us on that one. The man is scoring. Arsenal today put out B team, and when the A team started rolling in, we saw Thomas Partey actually playing like a baller. So I will give this to Arsenal. 3-2.
Leicester City 2-0. Mark it, write it down, put it in the safe. After last weekend, I wanted to have a little bit more faith in Arsenal, but Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Keita, whoever the heck, or in what is his name?
Nketiah.
Nketiah. There you go. Nobody's showing up. You can't okay, you showed up today against Rapid Vienna. All right, cool. You have good midfield. Your defense is solid. Leno is playing good, but you can't get the ball into the back of the net. So until I see otherwise, Leicester 2, Arsenal 0. The boy was late. Is he still here? I don't know.
Hello.
Hello, Jay, if you're there. Sorry I didn't see that earlier.
Your legal name is still there, by the way, too.
Yeah, that's probably why, if he did leave, that's probably why he left. So Monday, we have the last 2 games of the weekend, match week 6 coming to a close. First game on the cards is Brighton, Hove, and Albion versus West Brom Albion. Battle of the Albions. I'm going to give it to Brighton 3-1.
Give it to West Brom 1-0. Let's go, West Brom. Prove me right. I'm going for that upset. Let's go.
It's going to be hard for West Brom to stop Mopai and Trossard. Trossard is who was that player last year for that midfielder for Norwich?
It was Trossard, yeah. No. Who was that? No.
Like that one blonde kid.
Give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. Midfielder, right?
Yeah, but that's kind of like, I know Trossard plays on the wing. He's a right winger, but he kind of gives me that same similarity, the flair.
Not Lars, right?
I can't remember. That's the thing. I know exactly what he looks like. He reminded me like of a young Modric, to be honest.
Yeah, so it is Lars. Lars Den Docker.
That was him? Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. He had some bright moments last season for Norwich. Buendia. I'm not sure. I don't think it's Buendia. He didn't sound. He didn't sound. He didn't look Spanish. I don't mean to racial profile, but yeah, I'm sure he was European, probably like Nordic or something. But Trossard reminds me of the guy. So West Brom has that to deal with. They haven't been doing so well, and yeah, 3-1. Next game to end match week 6. Last game, 5th game that you will be able to see on Peacock TV. I don't know. I always say TV, but I'm not sure that's what it's called. But it's Burnley hosting Tottenham. Mourinho special for Burnley 2.
Spurs 3, Burnley 0.
I can see that. I don't know. I just feel like the way they played against West Ham, let in late goals, the comeback. I can see Burnley getting 1 or 2, making it spicy for a bit. But like you said earlier, Son is playing well. Kane is playing like a Benzema, with Ronaldo kind of deal. He's assisting the hell out of
Out of Son. Yeah.
So I don't know what Mourinho found there, but keep it going because it's working. So that is our last game for match week 6. I keep wanting to say 5. That is match week 6. Sal, can you give us a look at the table?
That is Everton in 1st, Aston Villa in 2nd, Liverpool in 3rd, Leicester in 4th, followed by Arsenal, Wolverhampton, Tottenham, and Chelsea. Those round out the top 8 spots. Now, from 9 to 14, they are all sitting on 7 points, followed by Manchester United with 6 points at 15. Brighton and Albion 4 points. West Brom 2 points, and the bottom 3, Burnley, Sheffield, and Fulham, all sitting on 1 point.
It's crazy. So yeah, the bottom 3 all winless, and they all got a tie last weekend. So
we have a late prediction from our very own Justino.
FieldTalk just Burnley 1-0. So FieldTalk just going with the upset on Mourinho. Interesting take. I don't know. I think Tottenham has way too much for Burnley to handle. And Bale actually played pretty well today, didn't he?
Today, yeah, he did.
Yeah, so if he keeps that up, keep an eye out on Spurs. So now we move on to some little tasty topics. We have, let me see. Let me know if you can still hear me. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we have first on the bat, we have Reguillon, loanee from Real Madrid. Was it a loan? No, he transferred. Yeah, he transferred.
No, isn't it? Transfer with an option to buy back.
With an option to buy, yeah. The buyback clause that Real Madrid loves so dearly. So the boy explained on the reason why he chose to go to Tottenham. He did have plenty of offers. He even had offers to go back to Sevilla. He had offers to go to Villarreal. And it's, I believe a part of him wanted to stay in his homeland. He's used to the league. He's done well there. But he got offered by Tottenham. He saw who the manager was, and basically he made his decision. Mourinho was basically the reason why he came to Tottenham. And I feel Mourinho is going to be a great manager for Reguillon to continue in his, what is the word I'm looking for? His progress, I guess you could say. So do you think Reguillon has been playing pretty well so far, though, Sal?
For Mourinho, yeah. I think he's left off where he left off with Real Madrid. He was doing pretty well at Real Madrid, from what I remember from last season, right? The games he got.
Well, he was playing at Sevilla. He was on loan at Sevilla. Remember, he was part of the team that won the Europa League.
Yeah, that's right.
So he does have a lot of experience in his belt, and I believe this this partnership with Mourinho is going to be pretty well. I'm going to have a bold take, and I'm going to say that Reguillon within the next 2 seasons is a top 3 left back in the Premier League.
Now you're asking me, an Arsenal fan, to rate a Tottenham player. You know what comes out of this, right? You know what comes out of this, right? He's a piece of shit. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not. He's not a piece of. I don't know. From what I've seen, and like I said, I don't watch La Liga, so I really don't know much about him. But from these games and from the Europa League today, the kid has talent. He has potential. Can he be top 3? I'll wait until we're at match week 10 to tell you that.
I feel with the career he's had so far.
Yeah, you know more than either Justin or I do about him at this point. So we'll defer to you on this one.
That's why I'm making the bold take. I feel like within the next couple of seasons, he'll be a top 3 left back in the Premier League.
Let's write down this.
Faced off. Who did they win against in the Europa League final? Because they beat Manchester United in the semifinal.
Sevilla?
And then Inter Milan. Okay, so there you go. He played against Inter Milan, Manchester United, and then played against Bayern Munich in the Super Cup. No, actually, I don't think he was part of the Super Cup.
He wasn't part of the squad.
Well, regardless of the fact, so I backtrack. Inter Milan and Manchester United, 2 big, decent clubs. You know what I'm saying? Manchester United being, I would say, bigger than Inter Milan. So he showed up in those games. He gave you kind of like a little glimpses to what he's capable of, and he's still producing the same that he did then. So barring injury, I see a good fit, and I like his choice. He saw Mourinho at the helm, and he's like, you know what? I see Mourinho do good things at my club before he went crazy. And and that's that. So I did have here to talk about James.
Before we go on, okay. Does he get bought back by Real Madrid in 3 years?
It depends what Real Madrid has going on, though, too. We do have Mendy, which is an amazing player. To be honest, I don't know why we still play Marcelo. I guess, I don't know. It's hard. If we don't have a left back behind Mendy, I could see us going back. But the thing is, will he want to go back, just to be a rotational player? So
yeah.
So if anything, I see him staying at Tottenham. So I was going to talk about James being out against Southampton, but I mentioned that while we were going over the predictions. I did mention Sigurdsson can come in, so I believe they should be all right. They can still manage to get the win, but James has been the catalyst to the great start that Everton has had this season. He had 2 goals and an assist against what was that team? Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And then he played. I felt like he was sometimes a little bit lost in that Liverpool game, but he did have moments. He did make some good passes. And maybe that injury was a factor as to why I didn't see him as much as we usually do. So hopefully he gets healthy soon and he'll be back out on the pitch and he won't miss too many games. So next on the table, we have Greenwood being warned about being on time and more responsible. How do you feel about this? Is this something that is just like a phase for Greenwood? Is there something more behind it?
It has to be a phase. I mean, he's a kid at that point. But this is why it's good to have those older, experienced players at a club, and you have those players for a reason, and that's to help these younger players, just to tell them, hey, you know what, you're messing up on this aspect, right? I know you want to be out and you want to be partying and you want to have a good time, right? You're a baller. You want to show it off. But at the same time, this is your job. You're considered one of the top prospects in the game. You're going to probably be on the English national team for years to come. Don't fuck up, right? And I get it. If he does it once or twice, that's fine. You let the kid pass. But if this continues to be a problem, then we'll know. But at this point, yeah.
The reason behind the warning was basically that he's always late, or he has trouble being on time, or I don't know. There was a certain wording that I can't remember, but I don't know. I feel like it is a phase. Like, come on. Yeah, I get this is a more important, job than any other typical 19-year-old job. It's a phase, at least I hope, but he has Rashford to guide him, so I'm confident. And that is from at FieldTalk just in the comments section. And yeah, I agree. Like Sal said, and now Jess is mentioning, he does have good role models to, be like, yo, if you can't basically get to the level that we're at if you're going to continue to be, slacking off. And I had him highly touted because they couldn't make the Sancho signing. So you have to depend on a player like Greenwood. Yeah, he's not a right winger. That's not his main position, but you've been pretty outstanding in that role. You might have a different kind of role as a right winger, but you've produced numbers. You've helped your team get a third place finishing, and now your team's in the Champions League. Is it me, or has he not started a game recently?
He has not started a game recently.
So if you can fill me in, Just, is that based on this whole tardiness thing, or is it injury, or I don't know? But maybe if it's not injury, maybe this is one of the reasons as to why, and it's affecting, you know. But it also could just come down to man management. Ali has been. He did try a different formation against Paris in the Champions League. Um, So that could be a factor as well as to why he hasn't started. I don't know, but hopefully it's a phase. He was a great player last season. It's just it's just funny that after the whole thing with the international break, he gets caught with him and Foden and all that stuff, and now they're just. It looks like they're finding little things. This should be something internal. All he says is an injury. Okay, so there you go. It's an injury. Um, or possibly an injury. So
I'll say this: having Cavani there might also light a little fire on his ass, because now you'll have someone in front of you too, and someone who is known to be a scorer, and someone who who should be playing every day, right? So
yes,
hopefully it does him well too.
you would hope so. But yeah, like I was saying, he did a phenomenal last season. So you wouldn't want to see this kind of stuff hurt him. So, but it's just him protecting Greenwood. It's for sure disciplinary. Yeah, I would agree. That's why I said it possibly injury. And it's a good move by Ali, and I don't know. I feel like sometimes you got to, like, if it's already gone out to the public, just let him hear it one more time.
Yeah.
It might be the wrong way to go about it, but sometimes you don't know the effect that it has on the player, so it's a 50-50 at that point. But yeah, Greenwood, get your act together. We want to see you back on the pitch. I know Jess would love to see you back on the pitch, scoring goals and all that stuff. So hopefully you're back out there. And next we continue with another Manchester United player. We all love Rashford here. I have him hopefully being the player of the year. He had a great week so far against PSG, but the government of the UK has let the boy down once again. He's looking for the government to extend a scheme providing 1.5 million children with food vouchers until Easter of 2021. So he's not only a baller on the pitch, but he's just one amazing human being looking out for others, knowing that he has a platform and he's not using it just to be cool and a fashionista and all that stuff. He actually is one for the people. You always love to see that kind of stuff. But it's unfortunate that the UK government has voted down this, I guess I'm going to call it an extension.
Yes.
I was going to say scheme, but that sounds kind of illegal. So
Yeah,
yeah, they
sounds
voted
very
down this.
mobbish.
Yeah, right. So they voted down this extension, 261 to 322. So hopefully we can get 60 odd people to just flip, and help the boy Rashford, doing good for the community. It's definitely needed. It sucks when you hear about kids going to bed hungry. I'm sure, or hopefully none of you guys have ever gone through that, and you don't wish that upon anybody, regardless if it's a child or not. So why is the government letting him down? Why are they so messed up? Like, is 1.5 million vouchers really like that much?
It's getting into politics. I don't want to jump into that whole. How can I
Well,
say
it's not really like
yeah,
we don't really
into
know too much about
yeah,
UK
yeah,
politics, but
yeah, and I mean it's you can kind of say it's the same bullshit that is here. It's kind of not wanting to help the poor, help the needy, and this is just it's school age kids, and they need poverty is poverty wherever you go. I don't give a rat's ass who you are, what you say. I mean, if you're not out there to help at least children, right? You're one horrible mother, right? So but what Rashford is doing, none of us can hate him. I don't care what team you align with, who your favorite players are, whatever. You can't hate on Marcus Rashford. He's doing the best he can, and I am blown away by all the support he's getting. I mean, I'm on his Twitter, and just the amount of businesses that are jumping in right now saying that they're providing school lunches, right, or meals for kids from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. UK time. Just it's just amazing just to see it, and the amount of food that certain companies are grabbing to donate. You want to see this. This is what you want to see from players. You don't want to see the stupid bullshit that, they went out and they broke COVID rules, so yada yada. I don't give a damn about that. Who really does give a rat's ass if a player goes out and does whatever they do? But we should be more so pointing at players like Rashford, doing what he's doing, helping the world, at least his part of the world.
yeah, I definitely agree. I don't know how the economics works over in the UK, but 1.5 million children. Can you look up really quick what the population is just in total in the UK?
Yeah.
Because I doubt that it's it's anything just a tad bit over 1.5. I doubt that the kids make the majority of a population.
It is 67. It's about 68 million.
So yeah. So and yeah, it's true. Like we the people, regardless of whatever country you are, I'm sure you pay some type of money out of the pay that you receive every time you work, and it goes to fund something, right?
Yeah.
Do I agree with that or not? That's another subject for another time. But it seems like that money goes to other BS rather than things like this that I would probably be more aligned with, to feed people, whether kids or a whole family or whatever the case may be. I don't know. It's glad to hear that companies are coming out. It's sad that companies have to do it out of their own pockets. I'm sure they already pay enough to the government as it is. But it's great that his platform has reached the hearts of others, and others are going out of their way to help Rashford. It would be a lot better if the government did it. But I don't know. It's just 1.5 million kids. So who are you really hurting? I don't know.
I'll put it this way. I'm not a person that makes a lot of money. Never have been, and I've always donated at least portions of my salary to charities. And I will not name names because that's just my money. It's whatever I want to do with my money is my money. But if someone like myself who makes next to nothing is giving away a portion of their damn salary to help kids, I don't see why someone in a high position in some political party can't just say, you know what, let's just vote for it. How much is it really going to cost us to fucking feed all these kids, right? I mean, what are we going to do? Give it to fucking the rich businesses that don't need it, right? Are we going to bail those out? Are we going to bail out our own, whatever the hell you want to call it? But it's just bullshit at the end of the day.
It really is. Well, Rashford, we're on your team, and we hope all that gets settled. But to those companies, you guys are also the true heroes.
Over 2,000 companies right now. 2,000 companies and restaurants giving out.
And that's awesome. So next on the table, we already kind of spoke on it. Lampard needs to get that defense into shape. He didn't really have a good showing on his Champions League day, even though they didn't lose. But, I guess the defense kind of woke up in that game. Will they be as good as they were? That's time will tell. I do really feel the defense would do a lot better if he didn't start Christensen. That is just my take. I also don't know how Rudiger is doing. Rudiger was pretty outstanding last season. Made a name for himself. I just feel like a Rudiger, Zuma, Chilwell, Azpilicueta back four is where Chelsea needs to go. And then they need to figure out how to help Kepa somehow. So, because the way that the Manchester United played on what was it, Tuesday?
Yeah.
They're showing signs, that, and by all means, I know it was a depleted PSG side, but they're showing signs that they're capable of running toe-to-toe with, last year's runner-up in the Champions League. They were somewhat asleep to start the season. They woke up late against Newcastle United, so they do have the means of, putting the ball in the back of the net. Lampard, he has to figure out something. Yeah, because you can't. What was it last week? They go up 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and then defense lets up another one. You could have ran away with 3 points 3 times, and the defense kind of lets you down. So, do you do you have a preference? I know it's another rival club to your preferred club.
I'm looking at Chelsea's defenders, right? And they're not bad. Like you said, Rudiger, Alonso, Christensen, Silva, Tomori, Zuma, Chilwell, James, Azpilicueta, Emerson. How can you not get a back four going that's actually going to protect? I don't care who the goalkeeper is, to protect your keeper, right? And it's like, at this point, I don't believe it's the players. It's the manager. As much as I want to make fun of Chelsea, to me, it's the manager. Frank doesn't know what he's doing now at this point, and we're seeing it. We're 6 games in now. I think at this point, we can start making assessments of what really is going to happen, right? And by week 10, we kind of have an idea where these teams are going to be heading. My idea would be Rudiger, Chilwell. I would put Silva out there. Oof, and probably Reece James.
You go with Reece James? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Reece James is kind of iffy.
He has that, but I think he's a great player. I think he has what it takes.
Bringing up Reece James, I can see this. Zuma, Azpilicueta, center back pairing, James, Chilwell on the other end.
Yeah.
Like Azpilicueta under who was it? Mourinho, right? He played
Mourinho,
center back.
Yep.
Captain, everything. So I don't know. Good luck, Lampard, but Man United is on a roll. Yeah, I was just about to respond to that. I was not trying to disrespect your club. I was just going against, explaining that PSG was somewhat depleted, and you guys still, well, they weren't really that depleted. They still had some big names out there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, were you guys? I guess were they more depleted than PSG?
United, yeah. United were more depleted than PSG. But the difference between a United and a PSG is PSG looks like they play for themselves. Each player wants to grab their own stats. And you can see it on the field how they play. They're not connecting to each other. Whereas a United team looks more connected at this point.
But I feel like, well, what was it? McTominay, Fred, Bruno, Martial, Rashford, Telles, Shaw, Lindelof. How do you say it? Twanzebe? And then Wan-Bissaka and De Gea. I don't know. That doesn't sound that depleted. Just one player like Lindelof. Yeah, you guys hate him to bits right now, but the man showed up. Wan-Bissaka, baby mama drama, locked everybody down, put him in his back pocket.
Baby mama drama for the dub. I'm safe for Justin.
De Gea, outstanding. Should have had a clean sheet. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing here. I feel like I should there's just question marks all over around my head right now. Anywho, and last topic on the menu, Pep Guardiola, Manchester City, looking like they need some help. Pep thinks he needed defenders, but it seems like Pep needed more than just defenders. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right. He needed attackers. That's what he needed a forward.
Yeah, he needed a striker. And yeah, they did have Gabriel Jesus, but hey, look, Gabriel Jesus went down. Aguero's playing at 70% maybe max. We're not sure. Sterling isn't capable of running that role. He tried it as a false nine or whatever the heck you wanted to consider it. Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne. Like, you have big names and still you can't put anything together. And you really can't blame it on the defense because you beat Arsenal 1-0, so you didn't, give up any goals. In the Champions League, you did pretty well. You started off pretty rough, but I don't know. It's just, and they lost to somebody. What was it? Leicester, right?
Yeah.
So you're losing to Leicester, but I feel like Leicester is like Guardiola kryptonite in a sense sometimes.
Every time they go up against Leicester for some reason. I mean, what is it? Barty, what is it? Twice he did the penalty hat trick.
Oh, he almost had. He's one of two players to score a hat trick against Manchester City. The first being Lionel Messi, and him being the other. So yeah, and he almost did it again, but he got subbed off and missed the chance to get his second hat trick against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. I don't know. He does have an interesting test. If he loses to Moyes, is he on the hot seat?
No, he's not on the hot seat. This is karma. This is karma for the whole. They got over the whole FIFA whatever rules the whole. And I'm blanking. I'm turning into Mario now. The question marks are in my head. What the hell?
Yeah, it happens.
The
FIFA
damn it.
fair play?
Yeah. The shit. Everyone knows what I'm talking about anyway. The fair play. Yeah. where my head's all over the place. So yeah. Anyways, they got over fair play. Yes.
But what does it take for Pep Guardiola to be on the hot seat?
I think they trust him too much. I think all the history he has, it's just he's trusted, and I don't think he's going to be put on a hot seat until he goes on a 3 or 4 game losing streak.
But in reality, what history does Pep Guardiola have besides winning the Champions League with Lionel Messi?
And you see, but that's it. Everybody points to that. Everybody points to Guardiola ball, that style of football that Barcelona team had, right? And that everybody tried to replicate. We all know it's not possible, right? That Barcelona team was just special in what they were. But anywhere he's gone, it hasn't worked. But you look at people and all they do is look at Guardiola. He's a genius. He's a master. All right. That's just the media, right? That's the media, as we like to say here, hyping up everyone and telling everyone, look, genius.
I just feel like it works to an extent. Maybe 1, 2, 3 seasons. It takes the other teams in the leagues to get acclimated to the way and that he plays and his tactics and all that. Because if you look at what he was doing at Bayern. He was rolling through the Bundesliga, and then it was just a matter of time till kind of got exposed, and it became somewhat more competitive. And it kind of felt like he was like, oh, they're catching on to me. Let me get out of here while I still can, And then now he's here at Manchester City. Yeah, he won the league, all that good stuff. But look what he's doing in the Champions League, just like with Bayern. And Bayern, he stunk out against Real Madrid a couple times. Last season, he loses to Lyon, which we all would have figured that they would beat, So it just, to me, now that he's looking even more lost than he usually is, he's lost already. Barely won against Arsenal. And then looks kind of shaky midweek. I'm sorry, if he loses to Moyes, he's done for. I think he's not done for, but he's getting on that hot seat. And
his contract is up this year, right?
I'm not sure what his contract looks like.
I think
because I'm pretty sure this is why this whole Messi saga started. I think, and that's another reason where they failed, because they were so starstruck on getting Messi. Excuse me, that they missed the opportunity to look somewhere else and sign another player that they could have used.
His contract runs out in 2021, so he might just leave. He might just say, okay.
So where does he go? That's what I want to know. Where does he go? Back to Barca?
I mean, where else does he go? Barca or Paris? One of the two places. I mean, either he goes to Paris in an attempt to Paris to say, you know what, Mbappe, stay with us, right? We're gonna win. We have the genius here, or right, a homecoming as they want, because every Barcelona fan, and you've heard it, Mario, every freaking Barcelona fan wants Guardiola back. He's gonna have Messi, and it's gonna be all champagne and whatever the hell you want to call it. The treble's coming back, yada yada.
If he goes back to Barcelona, it doesn't last long. Messi doesn't have that many years in his legs left. Mbappe, that does probably seem enticing for him, but is he going to work in that system? Not everybody is a Messi. Not everybody is a Xavi. Not everybody is an Iniesta. It's hard to replicate that. Look, David Silva did a decent job, a very good job, as a matter of fact, for Guardiola. And I think maybe that's another reason as to why they're struggling just a bit, because you don't have him pulling the strings. Yeah. I feel like more is relied on Kevin De Bruyne now. We know what he's capable of. Yeah, he has that, the good passing. He can strike a ball, but is he capable of doing what did I say David Luiz?
No, you said David Silva.
Okay, wow. When I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, did my dumbass just say David Luiz? Okay, thank God. All right, so yeah, I don't think he's in the position to replicate what a David Silva can do. You know what I'm saying? David Silva was just another Iniesta Xavi. Was he up there with them? No, but he had that similarity to them. That that what Guardiola needed, especially to run that the tactics that he does. And so if Guardiola doesn't have the players he needs, you see what Guardiola is capable of, and it's really not much. So if he loses this weekend, he's on the hot seat. That's my take. And Jay, we can't wait for you to get back either. You'll be here with us mañana. So write them notes, kid. Let us know what's on your mind.
All right, Mario. I'll ask you this: if that Madrid vacancy opened up, right? Let's say Zidane said, "All right, I'm done," and then you had a choice: Mourinho or Pep.
Mourinho, boy, there's no damn way I'm gonna say Pep Guardiola. He won't even think about it either, though. If he thought about it, I'd be shocked. I'd probably go into a coma, and you can visit me at the hospital because there's no way in hell he would agree to it. There's no way in hell Florentino Perez would agree to it.
What if he did? What if he did agree to it, and then all of a sudden he wins you like 3 trebles in a row?
I wouldn't even be awake to see them. I'd be in the coma from the moment that they signed the papers and all that. I'd be like, just I'm telling you, whisper to me like, yo, you guys just won the second treble, and then hopefully I heard you while I was in my deep sleep, but personally I wouldn't want that. I'd feel disgusted as a fan.
But there are fans that would want it.
Are they real fans though? That's my question.
That's the obvious question you got to ask yourself.
Yeah, like there's many people that be like, oh yeah, but I'll take it, this and that. And it's like, bro, it's like, do you really watch then? Like, do you care enough? Like, there's a level
history. There's a deep history.
There's a deep history, but in fandom, there's like a level. What boundaries you don't mind crossing, and then the boundaries that you just don't cross. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to cross that kind of boundary, then I don't even want to know the boundaries you're willing to cross because they might be even more ludicrous.
You're gonna get a pig's head thrown at you.
Yeah, but as a Real Madrid fan, there's no way in hell I would feel right seeing Pep Guardiola manage my team. No way in hell. I'm sorry. I don't have this team tattooed on my arm for that kind of nonsense to be going on at the club. There's just no way. I'd legit find a way to carve this shit off if it came to that. That's probably why I went into shock and into a coma, because I halfway after skinning myself on the arm, I went into shock and shit. But yeah, that's that. So no, Pep Guardiola, I know you're not thinking about it, but don't think about it. So yeah, that ends. We end on a on a hypothetical coma
on a world-ending situation.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If you think 2020 was bad,
that's when the world would end.
If you think 2020 was bad, people, if that would happen, yeah, whatever year that is, yeah, we're going straight to fucking hell and back.
For real, that would be crazy. I wouldn't even want to jump onto Twitter. Like, I would delete the app as soon as I even got the notification from Bleacher or ESPN or whatever. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna laugh about that one after we get off of this. So that ends our episode of Premier League Match Week 6 preview. Tomorrow we will be recapping the Champions League group stage, the first, 16 games?
Yes.
And next week we will have another eventful 5-day week. So yes, we are bringing you guys a lot of content, and also on our new Spotify platform. I believe there's other podcast platforms around, but I'm not too sure of the names. Can you inform me here, Sal?
We are at anchor.fm, or if you have a iPhone or an Android, go look up in your app stores and download the Anchor podcast. And you can find us on Field Talk Podcast, and we're also on Pocket Casts. So if you have that downloaded, you can find us there. Just type in Field Talk Podcast.
All right. So we got Anchor, Pocket Cast, you said?
Yes, Pocket
like
Cast.
Pocket? Like I put
yes,
you in my
like a pocket. Yeah, like the pockets I have on my jacket right now.
All right, cool. So, all right. Anchor, Pocket Cast, Spotify. So if you don't listen and watch us on YouTube, feel free to listen to us there while you're on the go, while you're stuck in traffic, cleaning your room, doing some laundry, sunbathing, whatever the heck you want to be doing. Feel free.
You don't have to use data. You can download the episode right onto your phone.
Yeah, there you go. So we are now expanding worldwide, wide. So I'm gonna get off this mic before I continue saying more BS. So I'll take it away. Thank you guys for listening. Remember, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe. If you're on the podcast platforms, hit the follow button so you guys can stay tuned and get all our beautiful, crazy content. Okay, thank you.
And Mario didn't say, but follow at Mario Field Talk Benzi. Follow me, South Talk Soccer. Follow the unnamed man in the comments at Field Talk Just. And we are Field Talk. See you later. Ciao.
Yes, links are in the description. I am saying this because I am taking a little bit long, and it was nice being here with you guys. Good night.